Hey, what's up, fam?
What up,
We're so
family?
happy that you're joining this pastoral encouragement. Every week we've been trying to send out one way or another some sort of pastoral encouragement. Today is kind of a different pastoral encouragement.
It is.
One, we do want to encourage you, but number two, we have some really big announcements to make.
Good, man.
And so please watch this whole video because we're going to be rolling out over this video a little bit of our plans to take another step. Now, I say that because over the last months, as we've been going through this season where we haven't been able to gather in the sanctuary, when it became time where churches were praying about getting back together, we began to pray about what the Lord would have for us. And some things came to light. We started looking at the story of Noah as kind of God leading us to take a prayerful, step-by-step process, waiting for Him to make it clear to us what those next steps would be. And I've been really blessed to kind of see what we've done. We took some time to even pause and pray. We called the congregation to just pray with us. We were doing Zoom meetings. People were sending words in. We were having times where people were coming to the building to pray. So there was a lot of prayer in that. And then after a season of prayer, we felt like, man, God was leading us to have our first times of regathering be the sunrise service. So that's been really cool to see around 100 people coming together 6:30 in the morning and just worshiping Jesus together. And then as we've been praying more and more, we just felt like as elders that God wanted us to take another step. And so that's kind of what we're going to be talking about. Wayne is going to talk about kind of the step that we're going to take in this month of October and some of the things there, but also what we're going to be doing starting November.
Right. Before I even go into what are we doing, what some of our next steps. So first of all, I want to say thank you. We are so just thankful for you. Every step of the way, you've been getting connected. You have been plugging in. Like Aaron said, we started doing a sunrise service, and you got up and you came at 6:30 in the morning time, which meant you was driving while it was dark, and you was getting up at home while it was dark. We was doing the mid-Wednesday Bible study, and Kat's showing up, and it was really, really good. So we want to thank you for that. Thank you for staying connected in a time where so many are just being disconnected and just being lost. You've been pressing through. So it's super encouraging for us as elders as we are thinking about next steps and where we're going and what we're doing and being able to walk this out. So with that in mind, the very next step that we'll be doing here in October is we're moving our 6:30 service to 7:30.
Wow.
To 7:30.
1 hour.
All right?
You just got another hour of sleep.
See, this is where the organ comes and people, right? But 7:30 a.m. So I know for many people 6:30 was hard, and it was hard for a couple of reasons. A, it's 6:30, and B, your kids. Well, that's another thing that we're doing. While it's yet still modified, we will be doing some kids care for kids between the ages of 1 and 3. So if you had kids between the ages of 1 and 3 and you've been wanting to come out to service, come on, we would love to worship with you. So we look forward for that. And as always, we're going to continue our live stream at 10 a.m. So that's what's going to be going down in October. For the entire month of October, 7:30 a.m. will be our worship time here in the courtyard outside. The weather is getting better. Kids 1 through 3, we got you on that. But if that still doesn't work for you, we will still have the live stream, and you can plug in that way.
Yeah, we're trying to make every opportunity for people to stay connected, and as you've made it an intentionality. Now, drum roll on this. This seems like a huge step for some reason, but on November 1st, the first Sunday is actually November 1st, we are going to be starting back gathering in the sanctuary. Is that weird to even say?
What?
That's like 11 months Or I don't know how long. 8 months.
I know, right?
But we're going to be back in the sanctuary, sitting in this room right here. I can just picture it right now. People coming together, worshiping inside of this room together.
We're gonna see people with like long gray beards and that, like,
it's gonna be
kids
crazy.
aged years.
Yes, all of them grown up. Well, so we want to make this very clear. We're going to get more details out for what that will look like. But at least this gives us 1 month to prepare. We will be gathering at the same times, 9 and 11, and so, but those services will be smaller, so they'll probably be, you'll have to RSVP. Kids Care will be modified, and so here's what I want to say with the modified Kids Care. All of that is going to depend on volunteers, and Wayne's going to talk about that at the end. We need people to start at this point, a month out, start reaching back out to the ministries and connecting, because Kids Care and what it will look like will all depend on how many volunteers we can have. So reach out to the Kids Care ministry. It definitely will have to have masks inside. So we'll space the chairs out, but you'll have to wear masks during the worship service, and that will be at 9 and 11. And so just be on the lookout for that, but mark it down November 1st. And then also, one of the things that we had to kind of space this out on is we've been preparing to do live stream for those who still can't come to be during one of the services. So we're setting up all of these video cameras, and the room will have to look a little different to set up for cameras, but we'll be doing live stream during one of the services starting November 1st. And so we're making a lot of changes, man. Actually, it's not all the way there, but it feels like we're taking some pretty big steps.
A lot of big steps.
Yeah.
And things we're just excited for. You know, that we've been doing. RSU started a couple of weeks ago.
That's right.
But here's the deal. Like I said inside the beginning, we are so thankful for you and how you've been connecting, how many have been serving, like even with the outreach team that's been serving throughout this time. But as we continue to move forward, this involves all of us, right? This involves all of us plugging in. As Aaron mentioned, thinking about Kids Care and Kids Church operating. Again, this involves volunteers that are willing to serve during this time. So we're asking you, if you're willing to serve in our kids during this time, that you will connect with the Kids Church leaders during this time as soon as possible, so that we could be able to start planning out what that's going to look like. Also, October 17th, we're going to be doing a huge volunteer deal for what next steps look like for outreach and how outward focus looks like for us. So be on the lookout for those things. You're going to be hearing more volunteer opportunities, but this is something that we are all doing together as a family, and so we need you. So we look forward to entering into these next seasons. We're not fully there yet, but this is where we're at so far. God has been faithful. God has been good, and He's the one that's called us along and will continue to carry us every step of the way. So family, we love you, and we look forward to continuing to do these things. If you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to reach out to us and connect. Love you, fam.
God bless y'all.
Peace.